Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, then welcome. My name is Allie, and in today's video, I will be decorating one of my favorite spaces to decorate for the season of fall. That is my kitchen and my coffee bar area. There's just something about decorating a space like this where everyone gathers that just makes the whole home feel really warm and inviting. So today, I'll be sharing with you some simple, affordable ways that you can bring in all the warm tones to your home. I've got natural textures, I've got cozy pieces, and yes, a pumpkin or two for sure. I'll also be sharing in this video my pumpkin spice latte recipe. I shared it last year as well. It's one of my favorites, but it's so rich. And for me, it's such a ritual on a cool fall morning to just get up early and make this drink and just sit down for even 5 minutes and just really enjoy the warmth of that drink. I hope that you enjoy it, and I'll put the recipe, of course, in the description below, along with anything else that I can link for you today. So grab your favorite fall drink, get comfy, and let's get decorating. But first, if you like videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have your notifications turned on so that you never miss a video. And if you do like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. So without further ado, let's get decorating. So the first thing we're gonna do is set the mood lighting this delicious smelling fall candle. So if you've watched my previous videos, I did style just this side of my kitchen island with that gorgeous pear stem and the glass vase, along with that little vintage scoop with some filler and that butternut pumpkin candle. It smells so good, and it totally gets me in the mood to start decorating for fall. So beginning on the right side of our stove, I'm starting with this crock that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale, and inside of it I'm placing these gypsophilia stems. These are like a beautiful autumn color baby's breath, and I think they just add such a nice touch of softness in the corner. Next up, I'm sliding in this really pretty frame. I love that piece of artwork. I love the darkness of it, and I love that pop of green. Then I have this slab of petrified wood I picked up from Home Goods, and to it I'm adding my olive oil jar along with my walnut stained peppermill. Finishing off with our spoon rest, and this side of the stove is now complete. Moving over to the left side of the stove, I have this vintage looking cutting board. I actually DIY'd this, and I can't wait to share with you the video on it. It was a lighter color mango wood board, but I definitely gave it some love and made it fit my kitchen a little bit better. So now on top of that, I'm layering in this round marble cutting board. And then I have our kitchen lamp. This just adds a really nice soft glow at night. Popping in my jade plant here for a little bit of greenery. And now I have my pumpkin cloche. Now I can set it down just like this, and I think it looks really pretty with a battery operated candle right underneath it. But I wanted to prop it up just a little bit, and I remembered that I had this small wooden bowl. This used to be a candle, and it had just burned down, and I wasn't using it for anything, so I decided to try it, and it's the perfect size for this pumpkin cloche, and I think it just adds a really nice touch of warmth. Finishing this side off with a fall colored tea towel, and now the left side of the stove is also complete. I love adding a wreath to our kitchen hood. I just think it's such a nice way to update things to make them seasonal, and the colors in this wreath are really soft. I like how they bring in those blush tones, those really warm tones coming from the gypsophilia on the right. I feel like it just ties everything in really nicely. One of the things I love to do in our kitchen is to take a big round tray like this one right here, or maybe a large bowl, and just load it up with some fruits and veggies to encourage myself to make them during the week. So I have a bunch of sweet potatoes here. I have some avocado. These are some tomatoes that I'm still pulling from our garden out back. And next to that, I'm layering in our plant. And then I have my cookbook here for a recipe for sweet potato gnocchi. This is actually my recipe. It's my cookbook, and it's a family favorite recipe for fall. So I have it out, and I'm trying to set myself up for success so that I can make it one night this week. In the center of our kitchen, in this small island, I like to keep it functional since I do enjoy cooking a lot. So I have our cutting board here, our knife block, and then I just added in this small little arrangement that I picked up from Home Goods to give it that feel of fall. And it's adding in these little touches that are really inexpensive but make a big difference. So I have our tea towels here. This is also a Home Goods find, and I think that they just add a really nice little pop of that orange color. And now the kitchen decorating is complete. Moving on to our coffee bar area, this is the small counter space area just off of our kitchen. We do a lot of hosting, we do a lot of entertaining, and this small area tends to be a traffic jam for us because everyone's always here either making espresso, making some coffee, maybe mixing a drink. So I want to keep it really fun and festive. So I have these beautiful stems that I found on Etsy. They are called autumn nutmeg pod stems, and I just think that they're so different and interesting. And I like that they give off that feel of like fresh herbs and spices. So I'm tucking them into this vase right into the corner. Layering in this cutting board, which I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I really like that pumpkin etched in the lower left. I think it just really speaks to the season of fall. So my family is very big into espressos and cappuccinos. My father's Italian from Italy, and this little espresso machine is his stamped approval favorite because it makes delicious espresso every time. And I'll show you at the end of this video how it always makes a really nice cream on top of it. So here I'm adding in a tray just to hide that cord from the machine. And now I have this little chai sign. I found this at TJ Maxx, and I love how it just ties in that natural earthy feel with the cinnamon sticks, and it always really gets me in the mood for a delicious fall drink. I have this set of canisters, picked it up from Amazon. Again, I'll link everything I can down below for you in the description, but I love to fill it with natural things like those cocoa rolls, cinnamon sticks, and then I just grabbed a small ceramic mini pot and I added some espresso spoons to it. This jar I picked up on Amazon recently, and it's one of my favorite jars. I just think it has such a beautiful color and it adds that nice touch of warmth. So I thought it'd be a good idea to fill that up with the espresso pods and just make it easy access, again, functional, but also looking really nice for the season of fall. Now to the right, I have a battery operated candle, and now I have the taller pumpkin cloche. I picked both of those up from Hobby Lobby. They are one of my favorite pieces for fall, and I think that they just add a really pretty flicker of light. I have this little thankful pumpkin that I put out every year. And as a finishing touch, I have these two little pumpkin signs. I picked them up from Amazon a few years back, and I think that they just add a really nice pop of that festive orange color to finish off the coffee bar area. Heading back into our kitchen and dining area, I have my long wooden dough bowl, and I always love restyling this piece every season. It just is the perfect size for our dining table. I think it looks so beautiful, and I have a DIY video coming out next week where I will be walking you through how I pulled this together, all the different layers and pieces that I used. It's so much easier than you think, and just adding that refresh for this season really does reinvigorate the space. I'm loving all the blush colors and the flicker of light, and overall I'm just so happy with how it turned out. And now after all that work, it's time to enjoy a delicious pumpkin spice latte. And I'll be making 2 servings today, one for me and one for my husband. So I'm beginning with 3 cups of non-dairy milk here. I'm using cashew milk. And then to that, I added 3 tablespoons of pumpkin puree. I added a tablespoon of honey and a few shakes of pumpkin pie spice along with a cinnamon stick. And I'm just letting that simmer for a few minutes. You don't want to boil it, but you just want it to heat thoroughly for about 5 minutes. And while that's heating, I'm going to make a little bit of coconut whipped cream. So I have a can of coconut cream, and I've added a little bit of honey and a little bit of vanilla extract, and I'm just whipping that for a few minutes until it gets a little bit thick. I have the full recipe, by the way, linked for you down below in the description. So now it's time to make this shot of espresso, which I'm going to put in my husband's drink. He's the one that drinks the espresso. Instead, for me, I brew myself a little bit of decaf Rooibos tea, and that's what I have in my latte. But this is the espresso machine in action that I mentioned earlier. It always creates a nice thick layer of that foam on top. This is one of the reasons why my father loves it. Again, he is 100% Italian and he approves. So into my mug, I'm beginning by filling just a small amount of hot water at the bottom, just enough to steep my tea bag. And then I'm going to top it off the rest of the way with the pumpkin latte mixture that I was heating on the stove. And I'm doing the same thing with my husband's. I'm going to leave a little bit of room so I can add his shot of espresso right to his mug. And now that that's done, I'm going to remove the tea bag, and I'm adding in a little bit of that coconut whipped cream to the top with a little bit of a shake of pumpkin pie spice to finish things off. And you can get a little bit fancier if you like and add a cinnamon stick or a cocoa roll. Whatever you do, just enjoy this delicious drink. It is one of my favorite drinks to make on a nice, cool fall morning. I love enjoying it in our covered porch. It's absolutely delicious and one of my favorite fall drinks. That's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed decorating my kitchen and coffee bar area. I hope that you also made yourself a nice warm drink to bring in the season. And I really hope that you guys got a lot of great ideas and inspiration today. And if you did get a great idea, please let me know what that is in the comments down below. I love hearing from you, and I love hearing how you guys decorate for fall. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It's a free way to support my channel. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate all of you. I love that I'm able to make these videos, and I really love that you guys seem to be liking them a lot. That really means a lot to me. So drop me that comment. Let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know what you want to see. If there's a particular type of video that you want to see me do, something that you want to see me cover, maybe a question that you have, ask it below in the comments and I will do my best to answer it for you. Stay tuned for a lot more fall content, a lot more seasonal content, some DIYs. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed. Thanks so much again for being here, and I will see you next time. Take care.